are looking at June 2019 Algebra 1 Regions, question number 30. This is a classic literal equation. Students love to hate this problem, and it makes me a little sad because they're really not that difficult. They just look scary, but they're really not that bad. They give us the volume for a cone is this. Okay, great. They gave us a thing. And they want to solve for h. In terms of, I don't care about the in terms of stuff, right? Solve for h. This means get h alone. Get h alone. I will mention that the TI Inspire CX, which is what my students have, will not do this for you. I think the CX2 might be able to help you with this, which is insane. But this one we're going to have to do by hand. So our goal is to get h alone because they told us to solve for h. So I'm going to rewrite my question. V equals a third pi r squared h. And I got a bunch of stuff hanging out with h, and let's get rid of it. First thing I like to get rid of is my fractions. So I have a 1/3 over here. I don't like fractions. Anytime I have a fraction, I can just take whatever's on the bottom of that fraction and multiply that by both sides, and it'll go away. So I'm going to multiply that 3 to both sides. So now I'm going to have 3v on the left, because I don't know what 3 times v is. It's just 3v. On the right, be careful. I am not distributing here. There's no plus or minus between these guys. You only distribute over addition or subtraction. Because these are all multiplying against each other, 1/3 times pi times r squared times h, the 3 just gets to cancel out with the 1/3 there. The 3 and the 3 on the bottom of my fraction, they get to cancel out. So I'm left with 1 pi, oops, let me write that pi a little nicer, 1 pi r squared h. And 1 pi r squared h, that's really just pi r squared h equals 3v. Still got h hanging out with pi and r squared. Like we said before, these are multiplying times h. And since they're both multiplying, I'm just going to divide them both out at once. It's going to look a little more confusing if you divide pi first and then divide the r squared. So I'm just going to do it all in one step here. I'm going to say, well, it's pi times h and r times h, r squared times h. So I'm just going to divide everybody. I thought I was dividing in this new color. Divide everybody by pi r squared. Whatever I do to the one side, I got to do the other. Pi r squared. I have no idea what 3v divided by pi r squared is. Okay, great. It looks confusing because I don't know what to do with it. But that just means it's kind of easier because you just rewrite it. There's no math to be done. You just say, all right, well, I know I got 3 times v divided by pi r squared. And here, pi cancels with pi, r squared cancels with r squared because they're dividing, and we got h alone. And that's it. We got h by itself. That is our answer. Congratulations on that 2 points. All it is if you know how to do your inverse operations, if you know how to solve something like this, 5x plus 3 equals 13, you know how to do this question, right? You've seen millions of practice examples of this, right, from middle school. But if you know, oh, anytime I see a plus, I do the inverse, I subtract. Anytime I see multiply, I do the inverse, I divide. You know how to do this question. It's really not as difficult as it appears, but they do try to make it look scary. So hopefully that was helpful for question number 30, and see you next time.